The worst games are the ones that are decided by the refs. To be fair, being a ref is a thankless job. If you do your job well, no one cares, notices, or even makes mention of it. However, if you miss a call, you are deemed the worst person of all time. But what if the call is so bad that it has you questioning their integrity or the honesty of the game? It's probably because it comes at the biggest moments in NBA, the playoffs and finals, when a lot is on the line. Let's take a look at 6 big missed and head-scratching calls in NBA history. Note, there are a lot more, but that's for another day. But before we jump into the times that refs didn't wear their proverbial contacts or bring their brain to work, please remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Here, hold my Laimbeer. Date: June 19th, 1988. Location: The Forum, Inglewood, California. Referee: Hugh Evans. Teams: Los Angeles Lakers vs. Detroit Pistons. Game: NBA Finals Game 6. Result: Lakers win 103-102. Hands up if you remember Game 6 of the 1988 NBA Finals. The Pistons led the Lakers by 102-101 with 14 seconds left to play. While being guarded by Bill Laimbeer, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar goes up for one of his classic skyhooks. The world collectively holds its breath. The ball clanks off the rim. The Pistons have got this, but wait. The whistle blows, and Hugh Evans calls Laimbeer's 6th foul. Kareem made both free throws. The Pistons squandered the final possession, and the Lakers won before going on to win Game 7 and the NBA crown. Replays show Laimbeer barely touches Abdul-Jabbar, so why would something so innocuous be called with the world title on the line? Was the referee ensuring that the series went to a final 7th game? We'll never know. The worst foul call ever? Date: April 26, 2010. Location: U.S. Airways Center, Phoenix. Referee: Joey Crawford. Teams: Phoenix Suns vs. Portland Trail Blazers. Game: Western Conference First Round, Game 5. Results: Suns win 107-88. This foul call has to be seen to be believed, and it's that man, Joey Crawford, doing what he does best. Sincerely, watch the clip. With the series tied 2-2 and the Suns leading the Trailblazers 65-58, Steve Nash and Marcus Camby were stood roughly 15 feet from each other. Nash offloaded the ball to a teammate. Crawford blew the whistle and called Camby for fouling Nash, awarding 2 free throws. If there was a foul anywhere, it could be argued there was an offensive foul on Grant Hill as he throws his elbow out to hit Camby. Portland never recovered and lost the series in 6 games. The 6th man. Date: June 6, 2005. Location: American Airlines Arena, Miami. Referee: Joey Crawford. Teams: Detroit Pistons vs. Miami Heat. Game: Eastern Conference Finals Game 7. Result: Pistons win 88-82. If Orson Welles was the 3rd man, then referee Joey Crawford was the 6th man the day the Pistons momentarily had an extra player. The Heat were trailing the Pistons 82-79. Miami's Damon Jones pounced on a wayward Pistons pass. Crawford followed Jones down court, charging like a bull towards a matador. In one of the best WWE moves you'll see on a basketball court, the ref body-checked Jones, flinging him out of bounds. To take the heat off himself, Crawford calls a foul on Chauncey Billups of the Pistons, even though replays clearly show that Billups never made contact with Jones. The Pistons won and went to the finals, but they lost to the San Antonio Spurs in 7 games. Proof the NBA is rigged? Date: May 31st, 2002. Location: Staples Center, Los Angeles. Referees: Dick Bavetta, Ted Bernhardt, Bob Delaney. Teams: Los Angeles Lakers vs. Sacramento Kings. Game: Western Conference Finals Game 6. Result: Lakers win 106-102. More conspiracy theories float around the NBA than around Dealey Plaza, and this game is the grassy knoll which fans cite as proof positive that the NBA is rigged. Down 3-2, the Lakers looked like they were headed out, especially as the Kings had built up the healthy lead in Game 6 of the series. But then, the referees started making up calls, as foul after foul went to Sacramento. Scott Pollard was fouled out in just 11 minutes of court time, and Vlade Divac was lost near the end of regulation after picking up a 5th phantom foul minutes earlier. Mike Bibby was called for having a foul after Kobe Bryant elbowed him in the face, causing a cut above his eyebrow. The Lakers won by outscoring the Kings 34-18 at the charity stripe. If Game 6 was rigged to tie the series, then at least Game 7 was a thriller. LA won it in overtime, eventually winning their third straight title. Basket Brawl. Date: May 14, 1997. Location: Miami Arena, Miami. Referees: Dick Bavetta, Nolan Fine, Bill Oakes. Teams: Miami Heat vs. New York Knicks. Game: Eastern Conference Semifinals, Game 5. Result: Heat win 96-81. With the Knicks 3-1 up in the series, the Heat were carrying a comfortable lead late into the fourth quarter when Charles Oakley took a swing at Alonzo Mourning, getting himself ejected in the process. P.J. Brown threw New York guard Charlie Ward into the photographers' row, sparking a fight between Brown and Ward. John Starks, who left the bench, got ejected along with Brown and Ward. That was the correct call, but the league also wrongly suspended Patrick Ewing, Allen Houston, and Larry Johnson, who were not involved. With 5 Knicks players suspended, 4 of whom were innocent, the Heat wound up winning the series. The league's decision may have cost the Knicks the series. Classic Zaza. Date: May 14, 2017. Location: Oracle Arena, Oakland, California. Referees: Dan Crawford, Mark Davis, Tom Washington. Teams: Golden State Warriors vs. San Antonio Spurs. Game: Western Conference Finals, Game 1. Result: Warriors win 113-111. In the third quarter of Game 1 of the 2007 West Conference Finals, Warriors' Zaza Pachulia busted out some dance moves and, in the process, busted Kawhi Leonard for the remainder of the season. Pachulia stuck out his left foot as the Spurs star was attempting a three-pointer, blatantly denying the Spurs star any landing room. Leonard landed on Pachulia's foot and re-injured the left ankle he hurt earlier in the game. No call was made against Pachulia. Spurs coach Greg Popovich was not a happy camper, stating, "A two-step lead with your foot closeout is not appropriate. It's dangerous. It's unsportsmanlike. It's not what anybody does to anybody else." Leonard stated he didn't think Pachulia was trying to hurt him, but his injury was devastating for the Spurs as he missed the remainder of the series as the Warriors would go on to sweep the Spurs. Check out some of these videos that appear on your screen.